Welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're going to do the mid-November energy check-in for the time of November 15th through the 30th, 2025 for all the earth signs. So that would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So I also want to wish you all a happy Sagittarius season because that's coming up during the time that this reading covers. But let's go ahead and get started and see what's going on for all you earth signs out there. And as always, please hit that like button. I'm trying to grow my channel, and when you hit the like button, it gets it out to more people that needs to see it, more earth signs. So I appreciate it if you hit that like button. And please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and that way you'll get future videos I put out. And I'm grateful to all my existing and new subscribers. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting me and the channel. I really appreciate it. So let's see what's going on. And take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because there'll be a lot of earth signs watching this reading, so it might resonate with you, it might not. All right, what's going to be the energy for the earth signs for the week of, weeks of November 15th through 30th, 2025. Earth signs, 15th, 30th. All right, my nose is already itching, so let's see what's going on for all you earth signs. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, the Fool, and we have the Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you got some good pentacle energy here. Before I get into the cards, I just want to say about a couple days ago, I released the mid-month energy check-in for November for the collective, and that was a really deep reading. So if you haven't checked that out, you might want to go back and watch that because that might resonate with you too. But it was very deep. And so this is my third element reading I've done, and the other ones have been deep, fire signs and air signs, and like I said, my nose keeps running all through them, so there's a lot of energy coming through. So coming into the middle of November, earth signs, hold on, let me blow my nose. Okay, that's better. Coming in through the middle of November, you are walking away from something. So you see he's got his little traveling clothes on and he's just huffing it out of there. He's walking away and he's leaving this behind. And I'm getting this feeling, I'm getting this like, okay, I'm seeing somebody walk away and they're like, see ya. And it's like they're out of there. They're leaving. And see how he's leaving these cups behind? He has no qualms about leaving stuff behind. He just wants to get out of there. It's kind of that attitude of, look, I got to get out of here. If I have to lose some stuff and leave things behind to get out of here, I'm going to go for it. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. Like somebody just like I'm seeing somebody walking down a path, like a dirt road, and their suitcases there, and they're just walking and leaving their suitcases behind is what I'm seeing. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but that's what I'm seeing. And it's like, okay, I'm just out of here. I got to leave. And I feel like, the energy of the moons, whether it's new or full moon, is helping this to happen, is helping you have, I'm hearing, have the courage to walk away, have the courage to leave. Okay, so let's see. I mean, that's kind of deep right there already. So let's see what's going on, earth signs. So for the rest of it, so currently you're kind of in this Queen of Wands energy, and you've been using your intuition and you're taking action, which explains the walking away. It's like you're taking action, and the Queen is kind of like, she knows what she wants. You can see her sitting there. She's very confident. She's wise. She's intelligent. But this queen also uses her intuition a lot. She's got her little black cat there. And she uses her intuition, but she's also passionate about what she wants, for herself. And she's not afraid to take action. So this is the energy that you're in right now, earth signs, is you're kind of like, you know what, and I think it's you're in that energy and it's helping you to walk away because this is your past card. So it's kind of like it's already happening, or it has already happened where you walked away from something or you're in the process of walking away. And then you're looking to start anew. You're looking to start a new cycle. And just kind of like you're walking away, and it's like you're just kind of like letting the divine guide you, just going with the energy, just putting it all out there, and you just want to be free, just get out of that situation and be free and be in a good place for yourself. And it's the atmosphere is, even though you're walking away and you want to be free and you're sure of it, it's kind of like there's this juggling going on. So you're in a transition period. So you haven't quite left everything behind. Even though you walked away from it, there's still loose ends that you need to tie up to completely get out of that situation. So you're in this transitional period of leaving that behind and tying up the loose ends and getting that taken care of, and go and starting into your new life. So you're kind of in that in between period. And it could very well be like you're leaving a relationship or a marriage, and maybe you're separated and you're starting the process of going through the divorce, but you're not completely out of that situation yet, but you're on your way to your new life. You're just not quite finished yet. And in the near future, you're kind of in this, like, I see this insecure energy coming in the near future. And it could be a sense of insecurity, because if you see, he's really holding on to his pentacle, and he even has his feet down here. He's got his little feet pushed down on the pentacle. So there's a sense of insecurity. And yeah, because I'm feeling this is like a relationship, like you're leaving a relationship. And there's this sense of insecurity, like in the near future, like as you're going through the process of like maybe a divorce process or getting out of that situation, you're afraid of what you're going to lose. Because here, like up here, you've had enough and you're done with it, baby. You're like ready to walk away. You're like, I'm done with this. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'll leave behind what I have to. And you're in that in between period, and you are in a good place with this Queen of Wands energy. Like your energy is in a good place. And these are your, sorry, earth signs, this is your current energy right here. So you're in a good place right now and you want this new life, but you're still kind of dealing with the in-between stuff. Like I said, tying up loose ends. But it's like in the near future, you're going to feel insecure. There's going to be a fear about what exactly you might lose. Are you going to lose a lot of resources by walking away? It's kind of like the reality of it's going to hit, like you're going to have to fight, I guess, for like the reality that you might lose a lot of resources in this process is going to make you feel insecure. There's going to be a sense of like you might have to fight for what you get, and you're worried that when all the dust settles, you're not going to have many resources, and it's kind of giving you this sense of insecurity because you don't know what's going to happen because you're in that in between time. So you're not quite sure how this is all going to how everything's going to be when the dust settles, how it's all going to work out. So it's giving you a sense of insecurity because you're afraid of losing your resources by walking away. And it's like there's definitely some sneaky strategy going on, but there's two things going on here. You're dealing with, and it could be the other person, because I feel strongly like this is a relationship I'm talking about that you're walking away from. And it's like the other person is being sneaky and using like sneaky strategies to try to trip you up and take your pentacles, right? And take your resources. Like they're not making it easy. They're being sneaky, kind of behind the back things, doing sneaky maneuvers, coming up with sneaky stuff, while you're trying to get out of it. But I feel like the other part of this card is, so one's the person you're dealing with. The other part of it is you, earth signs, like you're thinking of strategy. You're coming up with strategies. And it could be like if you're getting a divorce, you're coming up with strategies with your lawyer on how best to work through this situation so that you're not insecure, so that you get all the resources that you deserve, so that you have a fair settlement. So it's kind of like there's two parts to it. You're dealing with someone who's being kind of sneaky, manipulative, trying to like do kind of, I'm hearing underhanded things to you, like underhanded, sneaky stuff. But you're not that way. You're working on strategy on yourself, for yourself, on how best to navigate through all of that and to come out with something fair, to come out with a good, so that you get a good fair settlement or that you come out good out of this situation. So you've got your own strategy going on, but you're dealing with someone who's manipulative, who's, I'm hearing, low vibrational, and they're basically out to like make things really hard for you. They're not going to make it easy. But the good news is, earth signs, you've got this 10 of pentacles. So it's kind of like you're going to be okay. You're going to get through this. And it's like, I know you're in that in between right now. Current energy is in between, and you're going to be, and this is the near future. So you're going to be kind of insecure as you go through this process. But when all the dust settles and everything is said and done, you're going to be in a good place. And it's not just, you see all these pentacles, but it's just not financial abundance. Like you're going to end up, probably getting a fair settlement or enough that you're not feeling insecure. Like you are going to get some resources, but I'm feeling, okay, I'm hearing it's more than just resources in that way. It's like you're going to have, it's like you're going to be abundant in all things, your health, your friendships, your new life. It's like you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy and abundant, but it's not just material abundance. You're going to be abundant and have everything you need in all phases of your life. And it's going to put you in this happy energy. Like starting your new life, you're going to be in a very abundant, happy place. And I'm feeling like a lot of it's going to be emotional and mental abundance. So it's like, even though you might have, might be hard, challenging to go through the process of finishing up this, what you're walking away from, when you get out of it, when it's all said and done, you're going to be so happy you did it because you're going to be in a much more healthier, happier place with your emotions, with your, mentally. And then it's also because, like when you're in a situation that's not good and it's toxic, and there's a lot of stress, it affects you physically. So you're also going to have, like, like your physical health's going to improve. Your mental health's going to improve. Your emotional health's going to improve. So you're really going to start off this new, this new life. It's just like you're going to be in a really good place. So when all the dust settles and it's all said and done and you're officially out of that situation and everything's over, you're going to be in a very abundant, happy place in all aspects of your life. And that's what that's great. I'm excited for your earth signs that it might be hard right now while you're going through the process of finishing this out. But once you get out of it, you're going to be in a really good place and you're going to be so happy you did it. You're going to know right away that you made the right choice. And you might know that now. You might already start feeling, like much better with your mental health, emotional health, physical health. But when it's all said and done, you're going to be in a good place. So it might be still stressful, in the near future because of the insecurity about going through this process of closing it out and then dealing with this like negative energy you're dealing with. But don't forget, you're also strategizing. You're also coming up with strategies for yourself for how to better get through this situation. So you're going to be okay. You're going to end up a-okay. So just keep that in mind as you go through this process. Like when you have the rough days, because, every once in a while we have those rough days where we might doubt ourselves or second guess our decisions, but you're going to end up being so happy you did it. So just keep that in mind on those rough days that it's going to be all worth it when it's all said and done and it's all over. So that's what I have for you, earth signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.